I'm Beth Gill and I'm a C1 Marathon World Champion and race in the C2 500 metres in the sprint discipline, where I hope to qualify for the next Olympic Games. I'm originally from Newcastle upon Tyne, where the river is central to our city, but I'd never been on it or paddled on it at all. I then moved down to Nottingham to take up canoeing. So in the recent years I spent a lot more time on the rivers and waterways, where I train multiple times a day, and just over time I gradually started to notice just the pollution and the plastic and litter that we find. And alongside seeing all of this and spending more time on the rivers, I took up a degree at the University of Nottingham studying natural sciences, where I've ended up going down the route of environmental science. I think most people look at rivers and think, wow, they're so beautiful, but maybe we don't understand what's going on inside them or above them and around them. So currently, over 3/4 of our rivers are deemed unacceptable for health, and we see litter. But there's other things, like when we wash our clothes or wash the dishes, tiny little microplastics that we don't see, we can't see them at all, or the dye from our clothes, or we're washing our cars and the water goes down the drain. That all makes its way into our rivers. Now, we can't see those tiny little pieces of plastic or pollution that are going into the waterways, but they're having a massive impact on the biodiversity in our rivers. I'm still learning, and it really highlighted to me that there's so much that I and we don't know and need to learn about. And the more that people learn and the more that people talk about this, the more that they will do something about it and have that real connection. There's always a way to get yourself into a boat and get out onto the water and experience that fresh air and just be able to see the world from a whole new vantage point that perhaps others who don't have the ability to access the rivers have. This means that we can see the stuff that's going on in the rivers. We understand them a little bit more, from the flows to seeing what's in them, what's on them, and how we're impacting the rivers and the damage that we're having on them. So water, rivers and waterways are fundamental to both livelihoods and nature. We need to really understand the connection between both ourselves as humans and the rivers. If they suffer, we suffer, and that's why blue space matters.